Many schools of architecture do have a course for year-out students, and they do have professional studies advisors, but what we felt at UCLan was that students needed a bit of extra support during their year out, and we took the opportunity in the year out programme to include 2 callback days where we invite keynote lecturers to come and talk to students not just about subjects they cover in the modules, but also about good business practice, for example business writing and also presentation skills. So today we've been joined by the Architects Registration Board, who are going to talk to the students about Code of Conduct and the Architects Act 1997. We've also got Christine Phillimore, who is from a business training company, who is going to go through the art of business writing.
I have a spelling checker. It came with my PC. It plainly marks for my review mistakes I cannot see. I've run this poem through it, I'm sure you're pleased to know. It's letter perfect in its way. My checker told me so. And the only thing my computer objected to was in the, there's another word for you, Dominic, penultimate, next to last line. The it's with the apostrophe. It accepted every single thing else. One of the things I get very concerned about is the standard of written English. And in the business world, I get letters badly written, badly spelt, badly punctuated. So Faye and I decided it would be a good idea to do this as a refresher, reminder, and give them some basic rules, almost like a workbook to go back and refer to. We need to take a passage, and it needs to be a passage of exactly 100 words. Count the number of sentences and work out the average number of words per sentence. As soon as you have a conversation with somebody, you find the appropriate level of language to use. And I've developed techniques over the years, like the newspapers. Instead of saying, what's your audience? You look at where different newspapers pitch it. I ignore the political aspect of it because I think that's a totally different thing, but just looking at the level of language, how it's written, punctuation. I try to make it fun, try to make it interactive, participative, so they actually have something they've worked on they can go away with, and they've got some tools that they've developed themselves. Are you going to send me the plans? All right. Go on, Wendy.
Please could you send me the plans?
Please could you send me the plan? Or are you going to send me the plans? Please. People do judge you on your written documentation. You can be the best person in your job in the world, but if you can't communicate through the written word, it still is there. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's my job to visit the universities that offer qualifications that we recognise in architecture, just to keep students informed about what we do, their professional obligations, and also to find out a bit of information about students and what they're thinking. Well, a bit of background about what ARB does, because I'm sure they've probably forgotten from when they were last here, but the main emphasis is going to be on the Code of Conduct now that they've had a bit of experience of professional life, just to find out what their professional obligations are and maybe have a look around their offices and see if they're doing everything they should be doing.
There are 2 reasons why the callback day is very important for students. First of all, it gives the students a great opportunity to come back to the School of Architecture and meet up with their old friends from here, and also because it gets them back into the mind of academia. It's quite often easy in practice to really start to get ingrained in industry and think, well, I don't really want to come back to university. So it does keep them in that mind of education, academia. Secondly, the callback day provides skills that you wouldn't normally get taught in either a placement in industry or in education. So those skills are, for example, how you present yourself in meetings, or how you give a presentation, or how you might write minutes for a meeting. So for today's callback day, we're looking at, for example, how the art of business writing and how you would write to clients or maybe to fellow consultants. And the next callback day in April will concentrate more on presentation skills.